Hello everyone, my name is Alex Gomez and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're gonna be sculpting the bust of Frieza. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like and share, and hit the notification bell to be notified when I post a video every Friday. So let's get to it, guys. Okay, so I'm going to start with a Dynamesh sphere. The resolution is like a 164 for now. I'm just gonna bring the size of the sphere a little bit down. If you don't know how to get this sphere, just press the comma key and then you're gonna get the Dynamesh sphere right there, this one. And double click to that, comma key to get out of the light box. Okay, so first thing that I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna turn on off perspective. This is the blockout part. I'm gonna get the move brush. I'm gonna start moving, kind of like to get like the shape of the head. Like that. This goes kind of like this. Just bring the jaw like that, and something like this. I want to grab my pinch brush and just make sure that I have this kind of like this shape of them. Oh. Go back. And this shape of the jawline, like that. Okay, that's good. I'm going to polish this part, or maybe the trim brush, trim dynamic. So I just want to trim this. Okay, something like that. Perfect. Let's modify this a little bit more like that. Like that. Just kind of like getting the main shape of the face of Frieza. Let's get the mask brush. So let's do mask pen and change this to freehand. And I'm just going to do this like that. Okay, I'm gonna invert mask and I'm gonna pull this out using Alt like that. Let's move this up and something like that. Okay, right now probably the resolution of the Dynamesh that I'm working on is super low, so I'm gonna change this to 128 and that should be fine for our blockout. Okay, let's get our trim dynamic BTD, I believe, and it's kind of like do this. So now, okay, let's bring this down, something like that there. Okay, so now I know that the eyes, so BDS, I'm just gonna mark the eyes are gonna come from here, this part like that. Probably that will be the eyebrows and that will be the eyes right here. Then I'll have the nose and the mouth. I like to mark the things first because it's much better. I like to have as a reference, Okay, I'm going to carve this part a little bit like that. And let's start getting the shape of those eyes. Smooth out, Dynamesh. So this is a lot of like a shape exploration first in the beginning. Okay, so it's not gonna look like a properly right away, but it's gonna get there. So let's bring it here and bring it there like that. Okay. Sure. Bring this out like that a little bit. And let's bring this like that. Okay. And this is just to give, like the shape of it, like the blockout of it. So don't worry if your things, they don't look as good yet, but it will eventually. I'm gonna build up, even though I push out the nose, I'm gonna build a little bit of the nose right here. Something like that. Probably a little bit more here. That's too little. right there, Dynamesh that. And now that I have the nose, I can just pull it out. So let's pull it out. Pull it out, just like that. Okay. BDS, and I'm gonna mark this part here, kind of like that. Okay. Then I'm gonna mark this part of the mouth, like that. And let's see. And BCB for my clay builder. I'm gonna kind of like carve this a little bit so I can just get the shape of the chin and the lip right there. Something like that. Okay. I'm gonna make this part more suitable like this. Perfect. And let's bring this part up. So the move brush. So use the move brush and bring it up like that. Bring this up like that. And I'm not getting into details. I just kind of like trying to see where the things are, working in proportions, you know, without kind of like actually getting into really hardcore details right there. Okay, now I'm gonna press BCB for the clay build-up, and I'm gonna carve a little bit more of that here, something like that, much better. BDS, kind of like I want to add something like this, so I know like how my proportions are going here. It's not that this is like a final detail or stuff, just want to know like my proportions right there when I'm working on this guy. So BCB, I need to build kind of like the half. So I'm gonna build it like that, like sideways, boom, 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 boom. And then I'm gonna Dynamesh that and build it like that. And more here. This part of the eyes. That's kind of like the eyebrow. So bone, like that part of the bone. BDS, and just mark it here. Okay, something like that. Perfect. And let's move this a little bit out like that. There we go. Okay. Yes. Let's mark this like that. And then I can just try to still feel like his head is a little bit small, so let's make this bigger. Like this. And let's work in this part as well. And let's bring this part down along with the ears and right there. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, I think that's much better. Now I'm gonna go with the damp standard, and I'm going to do this part here. And I'm just kind of like mark, you know, like doing that mark, even though I know that, you know, it's gonna change, but just this is just kind of like just block out, blocking out, blocking out, blocking out, blocking out, just to get like the feeling of it, or the good perspective and stuff. Okay, so like that. Much better. Let's bring the cheekbones out a little bit right here, and something like that. That's great. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring this part down a tiny bit right here, this part like that. Something like this. Okay, now I'm gonna bring, I'm gonna paint the sphere, and this is gonna be the eyes. Let's see. It's not gonna be like a real eyes as the normal characters I do, because they're kind of like a pretty flat in a way. So I can just flatten like that, move it down, and this kind of like give the shape right there. There. Okay, bring it here, something like this. I'm gonna Zremesh that probably 0.5 and Zremesh that eye. Okay, and this one again, Zremesh again, so you get like a nicer geometry. Again, and again, and again. I think something like that will work. Okay. Okay, let's get out of the polyframe. Let's go to C plugin, subtool master, and mirror. Okay, press X, so you always make sure that this has the symmetry. Okay, perfect. I can just start like building up a little bit. Not building up, but kind of like pinch this here. Kind of like, no, that one, the face here. So I know where it goes. Like that. And definitely this body goes right here. Like this. Okay. So I'll have to probably like build a little bit more of volume here. Okay. Something like that. Let's bring this down a little bit. Okay. Something like this, I'll say. Okay. Let's amp the resolution to 56. And let's build this a little bit more. Okay. Oh, dynamize this. And this is holding up much better. Okay. Let's inflate this part. Inflate by fill it. Let's fill this. Right there. There. Okay, and let's keep working on those proportions here. So let's put this down, and it's more kind of like straight like that. This I'm gonna go like this, something like that. I can just do this. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lasso this part here. And I'm gonna pull this out a lot. Something like that. Perfect. Oh, that's not too much. Huh. Yeah, I should just lasso like that instead. And let's pull this out. Like that. I just want to do this here like that. Open. Okay. Okay, and I can use the knife curve, and I can just knife this out like this. I'm gonna mesh this. There you go. I'm gonna like fix that after, but I think that's pretty cool for now. Okay, this kind of like goes out. This one goes out like that. Okay, perfect. Let's take this. Control D, Control D, a couple of times. And that's kind of like, I don't like the eyes, how they're looking like that. So let's bring this down like that. Or I can just cut this thing. Just cut this. It doesn't let me because I have pop-up subdivisions. Let's delete lower and try to cut it again. There you go. And this one, let's try to cut it the other side like that. Okay. Turn off transparency right there. Perfect. So this is what I have. I'm going to start building this part, the neck. So let's let's go to the head here and let's mask this out. Let's invert the mask, boom, and let's bring this out like that. Okay, I can just turn on perspective for now. Let's see. Let's rotate that and move this, kind of like something like that. Okay. Release the mask and Dynamish that. Okay, perfect. I kind of paint another sphere right here. Make kind of like the upper body here part. So let's press X, turn on symmetry, and with the move brush, start moving this part here. Like that. Bring it like that, right there. Okay. I'm gonna paint another one. Sphere 3D. And this one is gonna be the shoulders. The shoulders are gonna be going around here. Let's bring this down. Something like that. Kind of like give that kind of like shape of the shoulder. This one goes probably like that. Let's see, plug in this mirror, okay, and let's press X so I'm sure what I'm doing here. Something like that, perfect. Okay, then I know I have to build some stuff here, so I can just take the head, let's bring it down and merge down, and Dynamesh this part. Boom, 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 boom. So I can start working in this area here. CVC for the clay buildup, and I'm going to build my traps right there. Something like this. Perfect. Let's move this out. BDS, and let's bring this up. Something like that. Everything go down. Okay. Perfect. Let's bring this here. Like that. Let's start kind of like building those muscles, but without having to really, having details or stuff like that. Kind of like building stuff, kind of like blocking and building the things here. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of like carve out a little bit of this part here. Right there, and like this. Much better. Not like much better, but still. Let's carve out this part here. Let's move this out. Okay. And this one of the neck, kind of like. Let's divide this a little bit more. Like that. And then can I have something here, and let's bring this out a little bit like that. Okay. Like that. So it's looking all right. Let's work on those shoulders now. Let's bring this up there. And something like this. Okay, perfect. And let's do the pecs. So the pecs are gonna be, yeah, it doesn't go there. But it's to change it. So this time I'm just gonna Dynamish that first before I go and work on the pecs. So let's work on those shoulders like that. Let's get some volume here. So the shoulders, I think with the shoulders, let's move this out, move this in, and it's composed with 3 muscles. So kind of like goes in a way like BDS, goes something like, for this case, kind of like Dragon Ball style, like this. So there's one here, one there, and one in the back, which pretty much anatomically that's how they are, those muscles like that. And this one doesn't go like that, this one actually goes kind of like in the back and connects to the back, kind of like that. But for now I just want to kind of like mark it down and just trying to get like the right proportions. I don't care as much as how it builds up now, but just for the proportions. Okay, so I have that part now. I'm gonna add a pendant on a sphere. So let's sphere 3D, and let's bring this down. Boom. And this is gonna be the pectorals. Let's move this here, and let's start moving this part. Like that, right in the middle. Okay, let's take this and plug in and mirror, and okay, so for me it's a little bit better to see what I'm doing here. Oh, let me sure I have symmetry on, and then I can just work on this like that. This up, these pectorals muscles a little bit bigger. These. Like that. Okay. And let's bring this inside right there. Okay. Let's bring this a little bit out. And this one goes kind of like straight up like that. So we're getting the shape that we want there. Cool. Okay, it's kind of like a pretty much like doing those blockouts or putting like a muscle and muscle, you know, like muscle and muscle like that. Let's bring this down a little bit, this, and let's build this more here, like that. Apples bone here in the neck. Okay, like that. Okay, something like that, and let's cut this out a little bit. Okay. And this part here. Okay, so we're getting like a weird shape there. Okay, now let's smooth this out. It throws me off that this is all kind of like have that still like kind of like the stroke of it right there. Okay, let's bring this part in like that. And this outside, and probably this part out here. Okay. perfect. Let's take that mouth better. Then I have a little bit more of resolution here for this. Okay, well, let's mask this out. Boom. Let's bring this down. Okay, and I'm gonna build the lip a little bit. Yeah. And let's pinch this part a little bit. I don't want to get into details yet, but I think it's important sometimes to kind of like get that part. Okay. Let's move this up and this one down like that. Okay, perfect. Let's make the lines again here. So BDS, put it down standard. So right here, let's take the lazy radius up. Okay, so I can see this better. Like that. Okay, that's great. That's great. Let's build a little bit here. Not build, but let's move this down. Let's bring this inside like that. Okay. Sometimes it's a matter of details and where you see that it's working, where you see that it's not working, and kind of like go with the flow of these elements. Okay, perfect. Now I know that there's kind of like a chunk right here, so let's build a chunk with CB, and this kind of like the serratus muscles, but this is kind of like just a big chunk just for this character. Just building it there, and let's move it out. So let's build. Kind of like this is kind of like the rib cage right there. Let's smooth this out. There you go. Okay, something like that. But also I have kind of like my dorsals right there, which will be nice if I can see them in a way, but let's move them here. Something like that. And obviously this is to have like more volume right there. Okay, something like that, and have like this thing right here. So let's add a band, another polysphere, sphere 3D, sorry, and let's bring it down. Boom, boom. Just get it down here. Move it right there. Oh, too much. There, move it there. Press X to the symmetry, and let's go here. Move it down. Just try to bring it like that. Let's bring this. Goes out like that. Perfect. Let's take the chest and bring this. Like that. Okay. Let's take the body here. Let's move this out. something like that. Perfect. Okay. Let's bring this muscle, torso muscles out. I'm kind of like not following like a real anatomy. I should have, but still, work. I just had like a one view. I should look for other views of Frieza. Okay, I'm going to append another polysphere, and let's bring this one down. Let's bring this down, and press X, B and B. So X to X symmetry, and B and B. Just gonna try to get this part here. Something like that. Okay. Cool. That's good. I can just take this, Control D once, bring it up, and merge this one down. Merge down, merge, and I have this part here. And let's build this part a little bit better here. Like that. Put this down. Put this out here. Oh, that's too much there. Oh, right there. Okay. It's kind of like carve this here. Just carve this part like that, and let's carve this part here. That's too much. Right there. Yeah, I should just bring it from the middle. Right there. Okay. Okay, right there. Let's build some stuff here. Something like that. Let's get this. Right there. Boom. Okay. And let's build this part here. These muscles right there. That part. Okay. That's good. Let's adjust the chest. Where's my chest here? Is it this one? That's the shoulders. That's the eyes. That's the chest. Okay, because the chest has to go down here. Like that. Like that. Down. Probably like something like this. And then probably I will fix that part eventually. Let's bring this out. Oh, my whole body here. Shoulders. Like that. Okay. And that's looking much better. Much better. Okay. So for characters like that, I believe a lot of stuff has to be like mostly blockout, and I think I should have approached that like in that way. Like only blockout there. With some curve here to the spine. Yes, and bring this down. Something like that. Oof, I just want right there. Yes, something like this. Perfect. That's pretty good. Okay. Bring this, and pretty much we want this to go more like that. See, like the perspective how's looking. It's looking good. I need to pop out the chest more, so let's pop it out. And like a big chest. And let's pop out this part as well. Something like that. And let's pop out this part of the yeah, like that. Kind of makes it look better. Right there. Okay, let's build some stuff here. Like that. And some more volume in that part. Right there. Okay. And let's see, this has to move up this part here. Let's move it up. Okay. I think that's good. That's good for that area there. Okay, let's smooth this out here a little bit. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so something that I'm going to do, I think I'm going to mask this part here. Not like that. Let's go sideways or side view. Turn off perspective, and I'm gonna mask this part. Right there. Perfect. Okay. Then I'm going to extract. No thickness, 0, and extract. Perfect. No, extract, accept, and there you go. I'm gonna Zremesh this, probably target polygon count 0.5. Let's see how it looks. Probably that's too much. Let's bring this back to 0.1. Oh, probably 1. Let's see. I think that's good. Let's go back to my original one. Turn this off. Let's go to solo mode. Invert the mask. And I'm just gonna kind of like flatten this part, or maybe I can just cut it out. So let's cut this with the knife brush. I have to start from here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 to go sharp. 1, 2, 3. 1, kind of like 1 like that, and let's see. It got okay. It's this symmetrical thing. I can just let's see if I do a split mask points. Let's go back to my original one and let's turn this one off. Let's dynamesh this again, and let's see how I can do here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that's good. Can I get rid of the face, but I have my other face right there. Okay, so that's what I want. Kind of like to create this part like this. You know, just because I know this is a different color, it's gonna be a different color. So okay, and then I can have this one. Let's turn this one back on. You can just control it a couple of times. Just smooth this out, bring it inside right there, and I can actually like add kind of like details here for this. here. Yes, it's up. Okay. Let's move the chin out. And let's see. Find them out a little bit big. Okay. And it needs an upper lip, dude. So let's make an upper lip right here. Okay. Let's mask this part. Getting better, right there. And let's bring this down. Let's put this on here. Might need to probably like Zremesh this again, so I don't get like a weird stuff. So with the techniques that I do before, but let's see what else can we do here. And I see where it's too big. You know. Okay. Need to bring this out because it's gonna. I need to Zremesh that for sure. That's a for sure thing that I have to do. Okay, PTS or pinch brush here to go like something like that for the nose. And move this inside a little bit. And let's build up some kind of like volume right here. Okay. Let's bring this like that. And right there. I can just kind of like add some colors just for now to see how it's looking. Let's go with that purple. Fill object. And fill object. And let's go with the body here. Let's go to yellow. And fill object. Just kind of like to see how this guy is looking here. Let's go here. Boom, boom, boom. And those are the shoulders. Those are the eyes. Pecs. Nice. Fill object. Let's take this one here and delete that sub tool right there. So now I need to work in this part better. So let's add. I need kind of like more volume here. Yes, something like that. Okay. Get that volume there. And yes. Let's got this thing here. Like that. Got it that way. Okay, that's probably too much right there. Yep. Something like that. Okay, let's define this jaw a little bit better. So right now, I'm liking it. Let's define that jaw right there. Let's use the pinch brush. Let's pinch this, but it's sort of just like that. Boom. curve this a little bit down here. Like that. And I think it's looking good. It's looking good. So now what I'm gonna do the same here. I'm gonna mask this part. Oops. Boom, 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 boom. Right there. Right there. Okay. And let's change the pen for the freehand. And let's finish this part in the back and this part right here. So I'm gonna do exactly the same what I did with the face right there with that one. So let's extract this, extract, accept, perfect. Clean up this. Let's go target poly count 0.1. I'm gonna put this one really low because I don't need any details at all there. Let's go here. Let's go to solo mode. I'm gonna change this like that, and I'm just gonna bring this inside. I'm just gonna smooth it out like that, something like that. Perfect. Let's see. Off. Let's go to this one and let's still moving this. Something like that. Yep. Okay. Control it a couple of times. And let's insert this there. For example, this one. A little bit. Okay, and let's bring this down. Something like that. Let's do another Control D, and let's pick this color and fill object. There. Let's go back to my body here, and what I'm going to do is just smooth this out a tiny bit. Just like that. Okay. Something like this. Yep. So something that I noticed here is that I think the proportions here are a little bit off. So what I'm going to do, it is just gonna go to C plugin, transpose master, C plugin, transpose master and T-pose mesh. So let's get this one. It's gonna bring everything into 1/2. So here, what I'm going to do is gonna work in that, make sure the symmetry is on. Just gonna get those proportions better here in the face. I think that's much better. See? That's good. Then I can go back, go to T-pose sub-tool. So whatever transformations I did there is going to apply them here. So that's like an easy way to definitely apply any of the transformations or proportions or things like that without having to merge just subtools and stuff. Just you can just manipulate them, just all of them at the same time. So that's good. So what I'm doing here now, it will be trying to adjust the mouth a little bit more. Like this mouth is probably like too big. I'm just gonna bring it smaller. Like that. This part a little bit sharper. More like a mean mouth. Like that. Okay, let's add some eyes. I think like adding the eyes is gonna help for our character to look nicer. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Control D a couple of times right there, and I'm going to I think probably around there. So let's go with BST. Drag rect alpha. I'm gonna get this alpha 58 and turn off add RGB on. I'm going to fill the object here to object white, and let's go with a black. So this is what I'm going to do. If you see that it gets like a little bit like a flare like that, something that you can do is just with your stroke, the focal shift, bring it down, and that will change it. Look, so it gets way sharper. Right there, probably a little bit closer here. This is not looking that good. Let's go back. Well, it's looking. I might need to flatten this part. QS. And let's polish this. Like that. And let's see. BST to the standard and around there. I need probably not to do it like that. Probably with freehand. Take off the brush. The alpha. Control D one more. And probably do it like that. Not that good. Not liking it as much. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, probably because of the focal length. Okay, let's bring this to red, right there, and let's bring this red. Just no painting. Just painting a little bit. And it's not even showing the red. Oh, I have the wrong subtool right there, that's why. So let's paint. Okay. Now we're getting like a better shape of it, like a better sense of Frieza. Okay, something else that I can do, I have to do like these lines here, so I can just take this part and I'm going to mask this here, mask this there, right there probably, and then I will fix it after. Let's see, let's take this off, let's go all the way here. Okay, I'm going to extract this. Let's extract this. Accept. I'm gonna Zremesh 0.1. Take a while. Okay, perfect. Let's see what it is. It's right there. And let's I'm gonna move it here. Bring this outside. Let's turn this off. And then bring this outside. Out like that. Like this, like this, like this. Okay. Something like this. Okay. Let's fix this part here. So when I Zremesh this again, it's gonna give me like a better geometry. Same here, kind of like open like that. Something like that. And Zremesh again. Zremesh again. Zremesh again. And I can just go here, geometry, Zremesh instead, and go half. And Zremesh. That's much better. Zremesh, one more one. That's good. And let's Zremesh this again. That's good. I just wanted just one line. That's all I need there. So sometimes it takes a little bit of time, but it's gonna give you like a good result right there. Okay, so now that I have that, let's make this a little bit smaller. There. Okay, something like that. And now I'm going to set M, the similar, and I'm going to extrude this out. So let's extrude, molecularise, extrude all polygons. A sec. Extrude this out like that. Okay, perfect. It's pretty good right there. Pretty good. Something that I can do is kind of like smooth it out, and let's move it so it goes kind of like the same as I do with the eyelashes for my stylized characters. Pretty much the same technique. But this part is gonna be like really Control D, couple of times there. Good. Just a matter of patience, just being patient with your work. Okay. Let's go. And let's put it back here. And let's change this and fill this black. Okay. So we have that part, which is good. I'm gonna go back to the face here, release the mask. I am going to soften a little bit this part here and bring this up a little bit like that. Okay, that's good. There's something else that I have to do in this part as well. So first I'm just going to mask this, invert mask, and I'm gonna bring, no, what did I do here? Oh shoot. Sorry, something happened there. Okay, right there. I think I pressed the wrong one. And let's move it right there. Perfect. In a mesh. Good. Let's get the clay build up, and I'm going to build some of this here. Something like that. Let's build something here as well at the bottom. Okay, let's move this out a tiny bit. Like that. And let's mark this part like this. Okay, that's good. Okay, so let's keep working. Yeah, this part, good. Just gonna move a little bit here, this area here, so I can just bring the tail of Frieza right there. Okay, something like that. Let's smooth this out a little bit. and I will work on the back a little bit better after. Okay, so let's move into the biceps. So let's append. Let's see. I'm just going to the object. And these are the shoulders. They're going to be kind of like this color. And let's go to this place and the object. Let's move this a little bit here. Okay, good. I'm gonna append the biceps here. Just move to side. Oh, that way, don't pin it. Okay. And this, let me move like that. Yeah, pretty much. I don't care if it's touching because this part is gonna be totally separate from this part of the body, so it's gonna be fine. Okay, press something like that. Okay, let's go C plugin and let's do sub to master and mirror. Okay, press X to create symmetry right there. Okay. Let's bring this a little bit. Okay. And let's duplicate these two again and bring these ones here, and this is gonna be kind of like that part of the forearm right there. Let's move these ones up a little bit and rotate it right here. Something like that. Okay. Yep, roll it around there. I think that's a good place. Perfect. I'm gonna merge this down, so merge down. I'm gonna dynamesh. I'm gonna smooth it out a little bit. Yep. And let's mark the muscles here. Pretty much this goes kind of like this, a little bit there. This one goes here. I'm just marking this. I'm not doing like a crazy stuff yet. Okay. Mark this muscle right there. Something like that. Okay. Have to. So pretty much not this one right there. I think this one has to go right in the middle of the shoulder right there. And let's build some of the muscle here. Okay. ABS, and I'm gonna bring this like that. Okay. Okay, let's fix this here. Okay. Perfect. Let's do that tricep. So the tricep will go something here. Like that. And let's see, this one goes like this. Okay. And this one goes here, like that. And then from this part, something like that. Okay. Perfect. And right there, I'm gonna put the elbow. The clay with that. Probably this part here. Damage this. Okay. Let's bring this down a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna try to smooth this out more. Like that. Okay, that's good. And then I have to bring one in the middle. I'm just gonna take here, and let's see, I'm just moving a toy that I have, and I'm comparing the muscles lines where they go. So something like that, right here in the middle. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's move this out here. Okay, awesome. So I can add some details here. Not as many, but some a little bit, like that. A little bit this one here, this one like that. Okay, that is good. Tricep right there. Something like that. This is better. And let's take this one. Let's take this color. Fill object, and I'm gonna bring this one down, and let's merge down. Okay, perfect, something like that. And now I can definitely put those lines here, so from the shoulder, something like that. Something there. This one goes something here like that, and then I have another one going here. Cool. So that's pretty good there. That's pretty good. Okay, so if I want to just do the bust, I can just cut it here and finish my project, but you know, we can do a couple more things here as well. So let's see, let's get this like that. Just marking those muscles there. So pretty much it's looking super good. Super good, super good. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so you can either like bring this to Blender, Maya, and get the like this bust like that. And you know, like something that you can do as well, just also kind of like Zremesh this part here as well. So you can just go and Zremesh this. Gonna lose the yellow color, but we can apply it again. Let's see. Takes a little bit. Okay, so that's much better. I can work better with that. So let's press C, Control D, 1, 2, 3. And now I can just come and do these lines here. Something like that. Okay. check this a little bit off here. Okay. Then this part like this. Okay. Yes, let's mark this like that. Maybe. Okay. Okay, fixing this part better. Right there. I have the chest right here. I'm gonna just keep it separate because it's gonna look better separate. So let's see how the geometry is in this. Ah, that's good. I can just do a Control D there. And let's go back here and take this color and fill object. Let's go back there. And I can just go like, not that one. Yes. And like to Control D. Something like that for the chest. Okay. Not even like this. It's gonna be, has to go more like that. Control D, and that's much better. Right there, there, here. Okay, and having that, I can just do the same with this. I can just Zremesh the arms as well, because I like to have it that Zremesh, so I can just apply UVs to it. So I don't normally do like a real that topology like I should, but you know, something like this. And I want to probably like I'm gonna pinch this a little bit, but then I want to smooth it out. I want to get that super duper stretch, sharp edge. So let's move it out like that. Just to give like a little bit of a definition in this part. That's all. I'm doing that. There you go. Okay, let's mark this muscle here. Like that. And you can just go here. And you have the Frieza Bust. Okay, so let me know, guys, if you have any questions or something. I hope you guys enjoyed this sculpting video. I wish I could have done the whole body, but you know, it's limited time. Sometimes like a 4-hour video is not worth it. I might finish it later on, and I might just do a new tutorial with the full process of probably this character or Goku or another full-on character, where I'm gonna take you to my process from the sculpting, retopology, lighting, and get it ready for animation. Okay, so that's coming on hopefully soon. So I hope you guys have a good time here with me and learn something new and practice a lot. So let me know, guys, if you have any questions, and take care and have an amazing day. Bye.